some more nonsense rhetoric from the mainstream media here in Ireland. We have anti-immigration activist Derek Bly sent forward to trial in Garda harassment case. Now, the way they label this guy, far-right anti-immigration activist, is very unfair. You know, if you're against mass immigration or any sort of crazy cultural change into this country, you're labeled as anti-immigration. That's pretty unfair, guys. I think that everybody is anti-immigration. Even foreign people that I talk to are anti-immigration. So how the hell can a guy like this, who is more right-leaning, more conservative, wants to see his country be great, how can he be labeled these names? Very unfair. But I know the mainstream media is afraid to call us far-right anymore because, of course, John McGuirk from Gript Media won a lawsuit case, 40,000 defamation, for being called far-right, which is slanderous. Matter of fact, it is slanderous. So it says your anti-immigration activist Derek Bly has been sent forward for trial on charge of harassing a member of Garda Síochána. Mr. Bly has been charged from dates of 22nd of February to 4th of December as he harassed the guard. I want to know how he actually harassed the guard. A book of evidence was served to Mr. Bly. Pointed to the requirement that Mr. Bly not comment on the case online. Of course he shouldn't comment on it online because all the people on the internet would be for this. All the people on the internet would be 100% on Derek Bly's side. Detective Sergeant Christopher Cahill previously said Mr. Bly and his co-accused were involved in a campaign of harassment against the Garda. He said that in February 2023, the victim in the case was walking outside Cork District Court, had given a sentence in a separate case when he was approached by two other people. The Garda was wearing a civilian jacket as he walked down the street. He was allegedly recorded and live streamed by the accused, who also verbally abused him. A video of the interaction was posted on social media. You know, I've had people videotape me and post on social media and abusing me, okay, for like an hour, okay, an hour-long live stream. Do I get a harassment lawsuit? No, because no one cares unless it's in the state, guys, and if they're left-leaning, then they care. It's just ridiculous. He shouldn't be going to jail for videotaping somebody and calling someone names. I thought that was freedom of speech. I literally thought that was freedom of speech. Harassment would be if you're multiple times, you know, talking to this guy, you know, or whatever. But this wasn't that, guys. Detective Sergeant Cahill said the Garda was followed by people who were filming him. He was afraid to get on his bus home in case his address went public. The court heard the video of the incident, which had a caption of derogatory comments about the Garda, was viewed several thousand times online. Mr. Bly also allegedly went on post videos of himself talking about the alleged case in April, August, December. In one post, he alleged that the Garda was terrified and afraid to leave his home. The detective sergeant previously indicated that the alleged harassment had a negative effect on the Garda and his family. The victim said he had not been consented to be recorded, which doesn't matter, guys. Which doesn't matter. Like, literally, you're in public, so it doesn't matter if you consent to being recorded or not. You're in public. I don't understand that, guys. You know, this is the whole thing. I'm going to leave it there, but literally, of course, you have Ross Lahive being accused as well. Ross Lahive is a great guy. He actually basically broke into a drag queen story hour and was protecting kids from radical transgender psychopaths. And of course, he gets a 3-month prison sentence. That's it, guys. If you try and protect kids from radical drag queens, then, you know, then that's it. You go to jail. Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff, guys. Next, we have a video here from a great guy from the UAE talking about political Islam for dummies. This is the name of his X channel. He says, Ireland is so terrified of labels and backlash that it's abandoned its own identity. This is it, guys. Like I've said in the previous video, people are so afraid to speak up now. We're literally destroying our own people. We're literally abandoning our identity. When a nation with thousands of years of history starts apologizing for existing, decline becomes a choice. And this guy's a great guy. I reacted to this guy before talking about the Muslim Brotherhood. I didn't know much about it. You know, his videos literally get massive amounts of views because they take off because he's a smart young man, very educated guy. The UAE is one of the best countries in the world, actually, in terms of Gulf countries. Amazing. And it's massively generative. Okay, they have a lot of people that are doing well. I was actually born in the UAE for the first 6 years of my life in Abu Dhabi. So I know firsthand, guys, these countries are amazing. And basically the people that are coming to Europe and being radicalized are the people that are already here, guys, and people from other countries that are not from the Gulf states.
Most people in Ireland have never heard the term Muslim Brotherhood, and those who have assume it's something far away, something Egyptian, something foreign. But the reality is much closer, because in Ireland, the Muslim Brotherhood doesn't use its name. Here, it calls itself the Islamic Movement. It's not a new group, it's the same organization, just repackaged to blend into Ireland's civic and legal systems. In Dublin, they operate mosques, cultural centres, and religious councils. They establish charities and educational institutions, and they present themselves as harmless representatives of faith. But their real objective is not religious, it's political. They promote a global vision of political Islam. They dominate religious discourse, control Islamic education, and issue fatwas that serve an agenda. And behind the curtain, they function as a disciplinary network, rewarding loyalty, punishing dissent, and capturing leadership roles across Muslim communities. They exploit Ireland's non-profit laws to build financial pipelines, some of which have been quietly connected to extremist entities abroad. Charity is their branding, but indoctrination is their method. The Islamic movement in Ireland avoids violence, but it doesn't reject extremism. It simply outsources it. They shape minds.
Wow, that's crazy. So they reject violence, but they don't reject extremism. And we have people that are being turned extreme. In the UAE, it was a post there, it got like 50 million views on X. In the UAE, they've actually stopped funding students going to Britain, going to Ireland, because they're getting so radicalized over in Britain. Like, that means there's something wrong in Britain. Like, these Gulf states do things correctly. You know what I mean? They're very highly educated. They want to be the pinnacle of society. And Ireland and Europe is just going downhill. It's unbelievable stuff, guys.
Indoctrination is their method. The Islamic movement in Ireland avoids violence, but it doesn't reject extremism. It simply outsources it. They shape minds, not battlefields. They set the tone for what's acceptable within mosques, schools, and public discussions, basically creating an echo chamber of Muslim Brotherhood ideology dressed in soft language.
So they're basically promoting extremism in these places. Wow, that's crazy. This guy is a political analyst, Ahmed, and he's a great guy. I remember a lot of people talking about this guy. This guy's a big political analyst, guys. He knows exactly what's going on now, and he's trying to educate the Western world.
The Irish state still has no formal designation for the Muslim Brotherhood in soft language, and the Irish state still has no formal designation for the Muslim Brotherhood. No investigations, no oversight, no barriers.
Jeez.
That silence has become the Muslim Brotherhood's most powerful weapon in Ireland. But let's be clear, the Islamic movement in Ireland is the Muslim Brotherhood. Same roots, same goals, but it's even more dangerous. Because while the Muslim Brotherhood thinks globally, the Islamic movement targets the local community, fragmenting it from within, isolating it, and replacing integration with separation. It enables the Muslim Brotherhood to capture a country from the inside out. It's time to stop confusing freedom with naivety, and time to start recognizing what's happening before Ireland becomes their next base of operations.
Whoa, that's scary. I didn't know about that. Wow. So he said that basically they're operating from within, trying to fragment societies and trying to divide societies. Wow, I've never heard somebody say like that. I mean, it is unbelievable. This is a great guy. I follow him. Go over and check him out, guys. He's great, to understand what the hell is going on. Because in the UAE, in the Middle East, in these Gulf states, they don't tolerate extremism. They don't tolerate violent extremism. They literally they kill you if you do any crazy shit. They absolutely zero tolerance. Whereas in Ireland and the Western world, we tolerate all this bullshit, this extremism that's, perpetrated. And they're completely different. These people in Ireland, the Muslim Brotherhood, are completely different than the people in the Middle East, in the Gulf states. I mean, it's terrifying stuff. I don't know what's happening to Irish society. The Irish politicians are not cracking down on this bizarre stuff. And on top of it, guys, we have Irish consumers and Irish farmers being screwed by false advertising for food origins. So you think that you get some food from somewhere, you think that you're getting Irish produce, and you're getting food from overseas, guys. You don't know where this food is coming from.
I want to bring you through some of products that are in the shelves at the moment in Ireland, okay? First one here, broccoli from Tesco. No reference code. It's that the origin is from Ireland and Spain. Second item here, carrots. Origin Scotland in the packaging, and on the shelf it says Super Value Irish carrots. Next item is advertising in bold Irish flavour, outlines tomato ketchup, and it says ingredients from EU and outside the EU.
Where is it coming from? North Africa? Where is it coming from?
Next one then, we have a picture here of Aldi with a big Irish flag saying proudly supporting Irish farmers, and none of the produce underneath that particular flag is Irish.
Oh my God, what the hell? This is ridiculous stuff. Yeah, I've seen that in Aldi. Oh yeah, proud Irish. And then it's like, wait a second. None of this produce is from Ireland, it's from Latin America.
Next one here, we've celery. We have origin Spain. And on the shelf, we have Irish celery.
What?
We have honey here. And I'm a beekeeper myself. I know how difficult it is to produce honey. The honey is about €3. And it says a blend of EU and non-EU honey.
I love honey, and that's one thing I've noticed, guys. I used to go to Aldi, to Lidl, to get this honey, and I remember looking at the back of it from EU and non-EU, because I think they get it from Mexico, actually. So, yeah.
And I think the most egregious one is just off the shelves.
Here we go.
It's a super value Irish herbs, Thai-style curry. It's proudly pictured an Irish farmer here from North Dublin, Mr. Flynn, with a lovely smile on his face.
Okay.
And you look at the origin, and it says Kenya and Spain.
Oh my God. What part of Ireland is Kenya in? Is Kenya now a new county? Is it beside, I don't know, flipping Donegal? Kenya beside Donegal. Yeah, I've never heard of Kenya in Ireland, lads.
So, and this is just a very quick scan of what's happening today. And I could go through, and my time is very short, but there is a litany of food labeling, basically abuse, is what's happening. Let's call it what it is.
Wow.
So, and this question is for all of you. How is this happening? And what sanctions are in place for these retailers? What is the level of inspection? What is the level of penalties that are happening? Because it is totally unfair to allow mislabeling to happen for busy consumers who don't have time to scrutinize labeling on the one hand, and then on the other hand, there are Irish farmers who are basically subject to really tight regulation, who are doing things by the book, by Board PA standard in some cases, by Irish regulation and department inspection standards in other cases. And then you bring in product, you essentially allow it to be mislabeled.
Wow.
And that product would never satisfy any Irish regulation.
That is so true. You know, we have massively tight regulations, and the farmers are getting just killed here in Ireland. They're getting killed by all these regulation. And then what you have foreign products being brought in. It's absolutely phenomenal stuff, guys. I don't know how the government isn't cracking down on this at all. You know, they should be cracking down on this massively. There should be a regulatory system that says, is this product Irish or not? And we all know, guys, that most of these products that they're saying are Irish aren't. You know, you have Irish beef, and then you look on the back of it, it says made with Argentinian processed ham. And it's like, how the hell is that working? So most of the foods that we're getting nowadays are not actually edible, okay, or Irish. The beef that I get in Hickey's in Galway is literally the best beef I've had in my entire life. I flip and love it, guys. I have it every single day. I have done for the last 10 years. It piles the muscle on you. It makes you feel amazing, guys. It makes you feel like flipping 10 out of 10. And they're trying to get rid of that. They don't want strong humans, guys. You know, this is the reason they're trying to get rid of the beef. They're trying to get rid of this healthy, high standard Irish food. They're trying to kill us all, basically. And here we have a 30-year-old man, same as myself, who is done with this planet. He is just done with everything, and I don't doubt him for it, guys. He talks about the crazy high prices and the fact, like I said, they're just trying to kill us all, guys. They're trying to kill all of us native, white, Irish, and British people.
So I was in Tesco earlier, and something caught my eye. It was a bag of mini eggs, right? Mini eggs. £16. 16 quid for a bag of little chocolate balls. Are you fucking for real? And it really made me pause and think for a second. Like, is it just me, or is it getting way harder just to live nowadays? Yeah. Just to wake up and breathe. You didn't pay tax on that breath. Hand it over. And this is even if you make decent money and live pretty frugally, which I feel I do. Yeah. It's still somehow a challenge just to pay your bills. And saving money. I haven't saved a dime since '84. And on top of that, just the icing on the cake. Now we know that the lovely people running this shit show are all evil pedos.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Am I on some weird reality TV show that I don't remember signing up to? Yeah. Where are the cameras? Genuinely, I mean this when I say it, I am more and more ready by the day to fuck off with the tent to the woods, okay? And failing that, if there are any aliens floating about in the stratosphere, I would just like to make it known that I consent to being abducted. Like, get me out of here. This can't just be me, right? Anyways, rant over, I guess.
Very well said. You know, I think that eventually I'm going to have to move this YouTube channel maybe to Thailand, to Cambodia, to Indonesia, one of these cheaper countries, guys, because it's getting so hard to live in Ireland. You know, I run businesses and all that, guys. I make okay money now. Okay, but growing up, guys, for about 10 years, my family had it very hard. We had a house, but we didn't have any income. Like, we had a very low income because of austerity. The government wouldn't hire teachers and, you know, family members that were taking care of us because I was under 18, right? I still worked the odd job, but it was so tough for about 10 years for our family. And now there is no way. If you're living tough or like we used to live with like basically no income, you can't survive anymore. It's not even possible to survive without money in Ireland. We survived without money back in the day for about 10 years, like I said. But now that's not possible. If you don't have money coming in and a good amount of that, like I have an okay income. If you don't have good money coming in, you are cooked, guys. You're completely cooked. Like anything now costs money. I leave the house and every day I spend 30 euro. Like I don't even know where the money went. I spent 30 euro that day. You know, and I don't even spend money. I'm the most frugal. I don't spend any money, guys. And I spent 30 euro. The odd time I'll buy like a protein bar at the gym or a protein shake for 3 euro. I check my bank account. I'm down 30, you know, because I paid petrol to get there. I paid for the week gym membership. Like everything's just so expensive now. Like it is just so extreme expensive. And it's getting worse, lads. It is getting worse positively. So, you know, understand that the times that we're having here now are going to keep getting harder. And if you don't have money, it's going to be the have-yachts and have-nots. The people that have everything and the people that have nothing. There's no in between anymore, guys. I feel like if you're not doing something outside the box, business, you know, YouTube, like something outside Instagram, you're doing some social media, if you're not doing something to keep your bills low, it's going to be a disaster for you in this country. Like Ireland is becoming so hard to live in. So let me know your thoughts on that. I love you guys all. Stay strong. Work your ass off. You will become successful. Hit the join link underneath my video to see more videos like this for just €3 per month. I love you guys all. Society is pretty cooked. You know, it's kind of over for Ireland now. You know, if we don't make it, if you guys don't make it within the next 5 years, it's over. You know, it's well and truly over, guys. I don't think the days of living affluent lives are going to be around for that much longer. The window to make money is getting smaller every year, and you better get in before you can. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and it's not too much of a downer, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.